Welcome back. In this lecture, I am going to help you configure PyCharm as your Spark development IDE. So let's start. I am going to use PyCharm Community Edition and also assuming that you already have PyCharm installed on your machine. We will be using Python as our Spark programming language, and I already recommended Anaconda distribution. So I am assuming that you also have Anaconda pre-installed on your system. If you have Anaconda and PyCharm installed on your machine, you are ready to use PyCharm for Spark development. No unique setup is required. You can straight away start using it. So let me show you an example to make sure that we can run and test Spark programs using PyCharm.
Do you want to learn Spark programming and grow in your career? Then you should take my Spark programming course. I'm a Spark expert and big data solution architect. I authored books and trained thousands of people like you. And in this course, I'll be teaching you Spark programming
using Python programming language.
Join this course for an exclusive discount and you will learn Spark architecture, data sources and sinks, data frames and datasets, using Spark SQL, transformations, actions and functions, creating and using UDFs, development, debugging and unit testing, creating and extracting application logs. This course is packed with hours of on-demand content and a bunch of hands-on coding examples. Plus, you are protected by a 100% money-back guarantee. There is absolutely no risk to get started. Then what are you waiting for? Stop searching and get started with this exclusive discount. Keep learning and keep growing.
All the examples used in this course are available in a public GitHub repository. You can access the GitHub repository using the following URL. I have included this URL link in your lecture resources. You can get the link in the attached PDF document in your lecture resources. So go to the GitHub repository and download the examples. I am keeping it in a separate directory. Let's say Spark examples, right? Once your examples are downloaded, extract them to the Spark examples directory. Okay, here it is. However, I don't like these long directory names. Sometimes they give problems in Windows 10. So I'm moving them here in the Spark examples directory. Short and sweet. Now I can delete these two guys. Great. Start your PyCharm IDE. Now we will open the Hello Spark project. Your IDE should automatically configure a virtual environment for your example project using Python 3.7. All the examples in this course are using Python 3.7. So you need to make sure that your IDE is also picking up Python 3.7. However, I also recommend that you check it once. Go to the File menu and click Settings. Look for the project name and select a project interpreter. Your project interpreter should show Python 3.7. The example source code comes with a bunch of files. However, the main project file is hellospark.py. Open this file. You might see an error for the PySpark package not available. Install it. Now the PyCharm is going to download and install the PySpark package in your virtual environment. Great, we are almost there. All we need to do is to run this example. Let's try running it. You might get an error, but that's fine. This example is expecting a data file name as a command line argument. I've included this sample.csv and we need to give it as a command line parameter to the example. Go to the Run menu and click the Edit Configurations. In the parameters box, type the file location and name. That's all. Apply and save. Try running it once again. If you see the output, your example executed. You might still face some problems and your PyCharm example may not successfully run due to some other reasons. The first obvious reason could be Hadoop Home. If you haven't set the Hadoop Home, your example will not run. If you didn't set Hadoop Home for some reason, then you can add it in your run configuration. Let me show you. You can add the environment variable here. Click this button and add your Hadoop home environment variable. These are the system level environment variables which the IDE already recognized. So if you already have your Hadoop home, then you do not need it here. The second most common reason for failure is the Spark home environment variable. We downloaded and configured Spark 3 in the earlier video, right? However, we are using PySpark 2.4.5. Why? Because PySpark 3.0.0 is not yet available in the pypy.org. So the Spark home for PySpark 3 might have a conflict with the PySpark 2.4.5. An easy method is to delete the Spark home environment variable when you want to use the PyCharm, because the PyCharm still works perfectly fine without Spark home environment variable. However, you will need the Spark home if you are using other tools such as Jupyter Notebook. So another recommended alternative is to download Spark 2.4.5 and configure your Spark home to point to the Spark 2.4.5, and it should work. You might also face some other issues while running your example from the PyCharm, but nothing to worry. If you face some strange errors, leave it here. I'll cover PyCharm in more detail in the next section when we start creating Spark code from scratch. This example also comes with some unit test scenarios. So if your example code executed correctly, you could also try this testutil.py. Let me run it. Great. So I passed 2 of 2 tests. That's all for this video. See you again. Keep learning and keep growing.